this bullseye is 4 to 5 inches. There's been reports of massive flooding in southern parts of Miami-Dade County, especially from US 1 east.
How powerful is this storm overall?
Yeah, this is really not your average nor'easter. This is not even your average blizzard. We're talking about an intensity in terms of the central pressure that rivals that of a Category 2 hurricane.
In California, we had a wind gust to 150 miles an hour earlier today. With a temperature of 4 degrees, the wind chill is a negative 38.
There's that sun.
Such a beautiful day yesterday and totally different today.
We are so spoiled.
We're
just so spoiled. We have a cloud in the sky and we begin to complain. Well, you know, it was a little bit on the gloomy side, but the bark was a lot worse than the bite.
It looks like she's doing something.
She's confused.
Weather for Doral coming up. I don't seem to be able to get weather information
I'm still
right
the
now.
weather guy, okay?
You will still have a job.
Thank
there
goodness,
you go,
at least for
Jeff.
another day or until the new release of the next iPhone, right? What that means is we had a mesocyclone or a circulation in the clouds, and every once in a while that circulation will come down to the ground if it's a strong enough storm. Now we're going to switch the radar over to velocity mode at around 10 o'clock, and where you see the reds and where you see the greens right in the exact same area, that means winds are blowing towards and away from the radar site in a very small concentrated area, and typically that means that there could be a tornado.
For more on the heat wave and what we can expect, let's go to meteorologist Jeff Berardelli at our Miami station WFOR. And Jeff, of course, it is summertime. It's supposed to be hot out there. But any reason in particular why this heat wave is hitting so many spots?
We just have a really big area of high pressure, a big ridge as we call it, which keeps expanding across the United States. In fact, during the day today, a huge chunk of the upper Midwest is under excessive heat warnings for feels-like temperatures around 110 to 115 degrees.
Okay, let's look down the road. What can we expect in the next few days?
As we head through the upcoming week, especially towards the end of the week, all that heat's going to be moving eastward towards the eastern seaboard. And that means cities like New York, Philadelphia, D.C., and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina probably will be right near 100 degrees with feels-like temperatures up to 110. That's by the end of the week. Here's the good news. It looks like we're going to finally break this heat wave across much of the nation in about 7 to 10 days from now. And that's great news for everyone, I'm sure.
That is great news. Jeff Berardelli of our Miami station.
Rain definitely the big story here tonight. Boy, it seemed like it was never going to end. A lot of people calling, finding out what's going on. So what is the latest, Jeff?
It still is raining heavy. It's likely to continue at least for the next couple to maybe few hours. These are rainfall estimates again behind me. How much rain has fallen just over the past hour? And where you see the white, that's 6 inches of rain. Luckily, that bullseye is just over the water, but notice how the 4 to 5 inch contours are creeping their way right into Coconut Grove. So it really is a very dangerous situation. Flash flood warning in effect until 4:30 in the morning. As you can see, this whole bullseye, that's downtown Miami. This is Coral Gables, all the way down to the northeastern parts of Pinecrest. That's where the heaviest rain has been. And across the bay, Virginia Key and also Key Biscayne, that's picked up around 2 inches over the past hour or so. All right, let's switch now to our live radar and show you what's happening. And notice that every time it looks like this is going to break free and move north, it rebuilds to the south. So that's what keeps happening here, is it's back building and then training like a train across train tracks over the same area. And so the heavy rain is staying put over the same place in Coral Gables and also into Coconut Grove, and some of that making it north into downtown Miami. But certainly Coconut Grove seeing the worst of it right now. As we head northward into Broward County, urban flood advisory in effect, but just spotty heavier downpours. Certainly we could see some flooding here, but nowhere near as bad, at least right now, as it is in the southern part and central part of Miami-Dade County. All right, so how much rain have we seen? Just over the past couple of hours in Coconut Grove, and this is just one site in Coconut Grove, close to 6 inches of rainfall. Miami Beach, about 4.5. Key Biscayne, around 4 inches. Little Havana, right around 2 inches of rain. And October so far, we've seen tremendous rainfall. Now, Miami, close to 15 inches of rain. That's 9 inches above normal. Marathon, 18 inches. Key West, 17 inches. Fort Lauderdale, about 12 inches. But notice West Palm, just up the road, actually pretty normal for this time of year. So it's only been Broward, Miami-Dade, and into the Keys. 75 right now is a fairly comfortable temperature in West Kendall, but the humidity is coming up. 76 right now in Opelika. Take a look at the stream of moisture from the tropics. You can see it cuts off right around West Palm Beach, but it certainly flows right over South Florida. What about the snowstorm? Well, As I told you, this is historic. We're likely never to see this again in our lifetimes, that we can see such heavy snow all the way down to the coast. Take a look at this. New Hampshire, 32 inches, and Jaffrey in the Berkshires, 32 inches of snow. West Milford, New Jersey, 20 inches. Again, heavy, wet snow weighing down those power lines. New York City, 3 inches of snow, an all-time record for them in the month of October. For us, here comes this front. It's basically still over us on Halloween. So for the trick-or-treaters, scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. There could even be some flooding once again. So storms likely. Watch out for the flooding potential in the morning, during the afternoon, and also into the evening. But certainly it's not going to rain all day. It's not a complete washout, but we are going to see some storms around. Finally, Tuesday, the sun returns with a drier breeze, much nicer here as the wind picks up out of the north and kind of drives in the drier air around high pressure. Towards the end of the week, we're looking at pretty much nice weather as well. So sun and clouds and a stray shower. Finally, by tomorrow, we will be done with the showers and thunderstorms and nicer weather moves in. So flood watch tonight, also that flood warning and that flood advisory. Stormy in spots, temperature around 72. Tomorrow, storms around, warm and humid, and a temperature of 84. If you're boating, wind's not that strong, but leftover season, watch out for the storms. 2 to 5 feet, bays of light chop. There's the extended forecast. So storms likely tomorrow, and then much nicer as we head into the middle and end of the week. Cynthia?